the Denver Nuggets held a workout this morning at Pepsi Center, and they brought in, unlike last week, they brought in a number of guys who will be first-round draft picks and some possible lottery picks, but I don't think any of them are guys that the Nuggets would take at number 7 overall. Let me give you the bigger names, okay? Point guard Jerian Grant of Notre Dame, forward Sam Decker of Wisconsin, and guard Devin Booker of Kentucky. Those are the biggest names that came in. Stanley Johnson is going to work out for him a little later at Pepsi Center, the kid from Arizona. It tells me, Woody, these are not, none of these guys should be taken at number 7, okay? These are guys that are going to be taken, I believe, somewhere between 9 and maybe 20. So it tells me the Nuggets are thinking about doing what they did last year, trading their number 1 pick and getting 2 picks in the first round instead, but further back in the first round.
I believe that. When I saw that list, I thought Decker is a guy we both liked in the NCAA tournament.
But not enough to take him at number 7.
No. And there's talk about the Notre Dame guard going in the top 6 or 7.
And so they like him a lot.
The
Nuggets like him a lot.
Okay,
but I don't think he's a number 7 either.
No. And he's not anywhere near number 7 on the 25 lists that I've looked at. So I agree with you. I think that's right, that one of the aspects they're considering, one of the possibilities is to trade back and get 2 players. I think that's a gigantic mistake. There will be somebody there at 7 that can make your team, make your starting lineup, and possibly be a star. So why would you trade? Because forgive me, but the 2 guys they got in the first round last year are good players. They're never going to be great players in the NBA. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that, yeah.
So you got a chance. You're in the top 7. Fire your best shot. Go for the best guy, whether he's from Europe or whether he's from the United States, and see if you can't find a player rather than another role player.
Well, after a number of conversations with people, including Nuggets people, you want to know what my guess is? I believe they're hoping that one of 2 players is there at number 7. Mario Hezonja, Super Mario, or Justice Winslow of Duke.
And guess what? They'll both be there.
You think?
I really believe.
I think one might be there.
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Willie Cauley-Stein might go earlier than number 7.
Yeah, because
the word around the league is the Knicks like him at number 4.
I keep telling you, you like him a lot. I keep telling you that they're going to get nervous around draft time and say, we better take the best big man we can possibly find. Played for Kentucky. He's a young guy. He is could be a great defensive player. He doesn't have any offensive game. You got to teach him some kind of offensive game. But I don't think he's going to be there. And I think both those guys, and if they were, I know what your feeling is. You would take Justice, wouldn't you?
I would.
Well, Justice doesn't always win out.
I'm hoping Justice prevails.
It doesn't win out. Hezonja is a possible great pick. Great pick. I think Justice is a safe pick, a good player, a very good player in the league. But I think Hezonja, real in the ocean. That's Britannia.
Yes, it is. Okay. I understood what you were saying.
Yeah, I still
quick anecdote.
I just think this makes a mistake without having a coach to watch these guys. So they're going to make the general manager and a guy who's this kid of Stan Kroenke, they're going to make the decision, and Melvin Hunt, who's still wandering around, they're going to all make the decision. Why not let the coach be involved in this? Hire somebody. Okay.
That was a big topic of conversation as we were watching. Why shouldn't that coach be in place already, having some input as to whether or not this player they're thinking about picking will fit into his system?
Well, what if you're Mike D'Antoni and they're going in and talking to them and say, Mike, we're not going to make a decision until right before the draft. If I'm Mike D'Antoni or any of those coaching candidates, I go, I would like to participate in this process.
I'd be concerned as well. Quick anecdote, and then we'll bring on Kevin Doyle.
Better be good.
So at the end of practice, they have all of these prospective draft picks. They hold a slam dunk contest, and it's pretty entertaining. So Sam Decker of Wisconsin goes up for a dunk, hits his wrist on the rim, comes down, and is doing this for the next 10 minutes. And all I'm thinking about is he's got a number of workouts coming out. Somebody wants to give him a few $1 million, and he might have broken his wrist in some stupid slam dunk contest over at Pepsi Center. So I went up to him after the practice and I said, what did you do? And he shows me, he says, look at how swollen this is. And I'm looking, and he's comparing the two, and one is like twice the size of the other. And he said, but it's not a big deal. I said, what do you mean it's not a big deal? He said, I do this all the time. I said, you do it all the time? When? He said, when I dunk. I said, then stop dunking. He said, no, that's part of my game.
Yeah.
I said, okay, swollen wrist is part of your game?
Here's an idea for
You
you,
go.
just to respond to that. If I said, you wrecked your car yesterday, stop driving, you go, I need to drive. So, I mean, that's
Good
part
point.
of his life.
That segment, sponsored by John Elway Cadillac, Colorado's #1 Cadillac dealer.
When you go to buy a car, what do you really want? You probably want a lot of cars to choose from. And you want the dealership's best price. Not some starting price or target price, the best price. And you want it immediately, not after hours of negotiating. And you want a salesperson who doesn't get paid more if you spend more. Because, well, you don't want to spend more. Well, you're in luck. John Elway wants all of those things too. Better yet, John Elway wants you to have all of those things too. Come see us or click on elwaydealers.com.